Everyone, thank you for tuning in today. I'm going to be sharing with you my monthly favorites and basically going over the items that I've been discovering, liking, revisiting during the month of March. I don't necessarily do a lot of these monthly favorites because I tend to be, again, a creature of habit and use the same things over and over. But I've noticed that I've been adventuring a little bit more into different things and mostly into health and wellness. I've always been into health and wellness and just learning and studying about herbs and health and organs and the immune system and those sort of things, but I've never been the one to apply it to my life necessarily as a lifestyle. Maybe I've taken bits and pieces here and there, but never necessarily taken the initiative to make that, you know, part of my lifestyle and apply everything that I've learned so far to my lifestyle. So working over, you know, addiction to candies, fast food, greasy food, fried foods, and those sort of things has definitely become a challenge for me lately, because I'm becoming a little bit more conscious of the things that I'm ingesting, digesting, and also just being around as far as how it makes me feel, be it soft drinks, even water, the food that I eat, just everything that has to do with health and wellness has been something that I've been gravitating toward lately, especially now that I've consistently and have committed myself to going to the gym at least 3 to 4 times a week to help with cardio and just get myself moving, because again, as we all know, most of us have very non-active lifestyles, especially like myself, that I work about 9 to 10 hours a day behind a desk, and I always make sure to be one to move around and get things moving and so forth throughout the day, but primarily I'm sitting down a lot, and then I drive to work as well, so there isn't any much of a physical activity going on in my day-to-day. So I've taken it upon myself to take some time to go to the gym and just become a little bit more active. If it's not, you know, before work in the morning, I've committed myself to after work. You have to find time. When it comes to your health and wellness, there really isn't too much of a wiggle room for you to make excuses, because in the long run, you're going to benefit from these different types of lifestyle changes that you will be making for yourself. So yes, you may be too tired in the morning and may not be a morning person to go to the gym, or maybe you're just not a nighttime person that you don't like to go to the gym. So it's something that you have to try to balance out and work out for yourself. Me, I'm not too much of a morning person. I have to be at the gym most likely at 4 or 5 in the morning and then get to work at 8. So that kind of morning is not ideal for me. What I prefer is to go after work. Now, let me tell you, that is a little bit nerve-wracking, because you can get into this, well, I don't know, I'm getting a little bit tired. By that 3 p.m. dip, you start feeling that you're tired and you don't want to head out to the gym. But I've again been looking into natural methods, especially with nutrition, to help myself maintain energy, as well as seek out natural methods to maintaining energy as well as strength. So without further ado, wow, that was a long introduction. Without further ado, I'm just going to be sharing with you my monthly favorites. And to start, it's going to be hemp protein. Now, hemp protein is something really new to me. I heard about it previously, but never really taken the time to research it and find out what it is. So as no, we're not smoking hemp or anything like that. Hemp actually has a lot of beneficial properties to not only the environment, but to our bodies as well. It helps with the immune system. It helps fight fatigue. It helps build muscles, as well as repair muscles, any inflammation that you may be dealing with that in turn turns into diseases. Hemp protein is known to help with those type of ailments. Now, one of the things here that I use it is only in my juices, in my green juices. And if you follow me on Snapchat, you'll see that every morning I share with you a juice that I've made out of carrots, beets, whatever the case may be, either pre-workout or post-workout. And this is definitely something that I'm glad that I discovered, because looking into other types of proteins, depending on your digestive system, you may or may not be too compatible with certain types of proteins. When I first started this, the first 3 days, I felt a little bit constipated. But after that, I felt that my stomach was a little bit more lighter. I don't deal with a lot of bloating, and this helps me maintain the energy and also that fullness that I need during and after workouts as well. So if you are looking into hemp protein or any sort of protein supplement for workouts, you may want to look into plant-based proteins such as hemp protein. I paid $18 for this. Now the Jarrow formula was on sale at my local natural health store, so I did get, I think, 25% off on this, and it is unflavored hemp protein. And what I basically do is, as mentioned, add it to my green juices as just that extra boost, and also thicken it as well, and it gives it this really sort of I can't even explain it, kind of an ice cream feeling, that you get this creamy feeling, or kind of this buttery or nutty feeling. I really can't explain it, but it gives it kind of this sort of heaviness to it. So sometimes green juices can be a little bit too light, so adding this as an extra boost to it has become one of my favorites. And it comes with a little scoop inside, and I'll just show you a little bit how it looks. It's just very finely milled powder, and it's green, as you can see here, and I add about a scoop to every juice that I have. And I'm just reading here just to give you some, you can use this also as a substitute for flour. So if you have issues with gluten or anything like that, you may want to consider hemp protein as a good alternative and healthy alternative as well. To some of the benefits that I was reading online here, it says, according to animal study published in 2008, hemp seed protein may have anti-fatigue and immune-enhancing benefits. Compared to a control group, mice given hemp seed protein had improved swimming times and decreased blood lactic acid. So that's important, especially if you lift weights or if you are working out. Our muscles release lactic acid, and sometimes that can cause issues with inflammation or joint pains. So making sure that you keep a healthy balance in your blood system and in your muscles is very important as well. Hemp protein also improves kidney function and cardiac hypertrophy associated with kidney disease. So there's a lot of health benefits, especially immune boosting benefits, that are related to hemp protein. So I highly recommend you looking into hemp protein and see how that may work for you. Into more wellness items here, and as mentioned, I've been looking into not only into the foods that I eat, but also supplements as well, because we have to be realistic. We can't constantly eat clean or have a ideally balanced meal every day. So I always try to make sure that I have supplements. But a lot of the supplements that I am taking now are mostly geared to protecting my joints and my bones during exercise. And here I have these two Eastern Botanical, which I've had for quite some time, and I used it for a little bit and then I stopped using it because sometimes I go into these periods where I like to stop all supplements and just give my body a break. But I incorporated them again into my routine, and this one is for joint support. And before I started using this, when I work out, I started noticing that I was getting a lot of cramping in my feet as well as my joints. They were just hurting me a little bit too much, and I wasn't doing any heavy lifting or anything like that. I was mostly using the elliptical and the Stairmaster, and just mostly cardio based exercises, but still using and moving my body. So a lot of my joints were hurting me quite a bit, and as soon as I incorporated this into my routine, I've been realizing that I don't have as much cramping afterwards, as well as my joints don't bother me pre-workout or post-workout, or even during workout. So I highly recommend Eastern Botanicals. They are 100% genetically modified, organism free herbs, as well as they are completely organic and natural, and it contains a variety of healthy herbs that will help boost your joints. So make sure you look into Eastern Botanicals. And the next one that I have here is what I take before I work out to give me energy and just a boost of energy. And some of the main ingredients is green tea, sickle pod senna, which helps with digestive issues, Asian plantain, astragalus root, which helps with it's an adaptogen and helps with fatigue or lack of energy, and American ginseng, which is very good because American ginseng is different from the Asian ginseng, in which the Asian ginseng is a little bit more makes me, at least me personally, a little bit more jittery and fiery, whereas American ginseng gives you the boost of energy but without any after effects or affecting your nervous system. Also contains Chinese licorice root and schisandra fruit, senna leaf, and peppermint leaf. So a variety of just stimulating and boosting herbs to help me before my workout and helps me throughout my workout, which usually is about an hour and 15 minutes. What I prefer to do is about 30 minutes of elliptical and then 30 minutes light weights, and then another 15 minutes, I would say, of either the Stairmaster or the treadmill. So that's what works for me, and this helps keep me very active throughout my workout. So again, Eastern Botanicals, I will link their website down below, so you can also check out the rest of their herbal collections that they do have online on their website. So the next favorite of mine that I've been loving lately is this pineapple. Yes, I love pineapples. They're so sweet and they're just so versatile, and it's just the perfect snack for me to help combat my sugar cravings that is definitely has become an issue for me, but I am working towards purging sugar and yeast and all those type of things from my body, and so pineapple has become my favorite. I cut them into pieces and just put them into my little jars and stuff and just keep it moving and snack on these all day long. Pineapples are great sources of vitamins. They're also anti-inflammatory, so if you do work out and you're constantly moving around, this is great for you to prevent that, along with many other great vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff. And it's also such a great sweet treat, so make sure that you always incorporate a fruit into your daily diet so you can have that freshness and also help with energy, since a little bit of sugar helps kind of give me that boost before workout. Now going into more wellness things, but before I get into the next thing that I'm going to talk about, I wanted to share with you this very nice and sleek stainless steel BPA free tumbler that I got at my local Walmart for $7. It's great for me when I'm on the run before the gym or before work. During breakfast, I like to put my green juices in these. Make sure that you always clean out and disinfect, and if even possible, try to get a glass straw, because sometimes these can get mold in them, so you just want to be aware. But overall, I really like the sleekness and how easy it is to clean, and inside it won't get any mold or contain or retain any sort of odd smell sometimes that most tumblers tend to do. So make sure you always keep your tumbler clean and open, so that way no mold or anything grows inside of them. So as mentioned, the next wellness item that I wanted to share with you is this Plant Therapy little incense kit gift set that I got for myself. I ran out of some of the essential oils that I use, such as lavender, ylang-ylang, cinnamon, and the sort. So I was looking for mostly vanilla and an affordable vanilla oil. Since I was going to be, restocking my essential oils, I thought it would be great if I just try to find a website that can find some vanilla oil for me that wasn't too costly, because vanilla oil tends to be very expensive. But I was really happy when I came across this one by Plant Therapy, and it is their vanilla essential oil. Let me see if you can get that in the frame here. And it's their vanilla essential oil, and it's just such a beautiful little case, and I'm just so happy that I found this website and I was able to get this kit for $25. Yeah, so I got this for under $30 with shipping included. I don't want it to fall over. There you go. and it comes in this really beautiful, beautiful wooden set, and I'm just completely in love with it, and I'm just going to order more. They're extremely just light, extremely useful and versatile, and I like using them for a variety of things, be it for household items, beauty, facial, my hair, skin, everything I use essential oils for, because as you may know, I have an extreme allergy reaction to all aerosols, perfumes, scents, anything that is artificially scented. I just cannot deal with it. I get headaches, I start breaking out, my nose starts going crazy, I start sneezing, I can't concentrate. So that's something that I've always been on the hunt for, the most natural perfumes or essential oil spritzers that I can do for myself, because as you know, if you can't find something that does it for you, make sure that you at least do it for yourself, and that is why I love essential oils so much. In addition to that, I've also been accompanying my essential oil kit with this book, which is The Complete Book of Essential Oils and Aromatherapy by Valeri-ann Worwood, and it is an amazing book and I highly recommend it. It contains all sorts of body recipes as well as household items, spritzers, anything that you may need it for as far as a first aid kit. It contains everything: falling hair, hair loss, vinegar rinse, dandruff, any issues that you may have. Essential oils contain all the properties that you need for you to achieve what you want. So if you are looking into aromatherapy and want to get into using essential oils, make sure that you pick this book up to introduce you and familiarize yourself with how you can use essential oils in your day-to-day life. One of the last items that I wanted to share with you as far as wellness are these Selenite Wands that I've had for quite some time, and I just completely love them. But I've been reaching out to them a little bit more lately because I feel like my energy field has been a little bit too congested, and that may have been last month was a little bit of a hectic month for me, to be honest, as far as work and my personal life. So trying to balance work and personal life has become a little bit challenging, but I like that challenge because it helps bring awareness to what's happening and what are the things that I have to pay attention to, so that way I can maintain that balance. And selenite has definitely been helping me on that front, because when I feel that I'm a little bit too confused or I'm not really grasping, you know, what it is that my body or my mind or spirit is trying to tell me, I reach out for selenite to help center me and bring me to where I need to come to the understanding that I'm looking for. I just, you know, trying to find the words, but even touching it, it just gives me this calm and clarity, and that is what Selenite Wands are good for. So whenever you have any issues with, you know, lack of concentration, you feel confused, or you just feel your energy field is just too congested, and that sometimes is manifested in maybe the flu, or you're just not feeling well, or you're just feeling under the weather. Sometimes your body is telling you something. So that is when I take my Selenite Wand and I just pass it all over my body to help clear and cleanse my aura. So always make sure that you have something with you on hand as far as clearing and also stabilizing your energy field. Now, the last but not least two items that I wanted to go over, and as mentioned, as far as beauty products, I'm not too much know and see myself a little bit more made up. I like to use primers, and I don't like to use some of the primers that are out there that are silicone based or tend to have a little bit more chemicals than is needed. So I found this Juice Beauty primer, and it's supposed to be free of a lot of chemicals, silicones, talc, gluten, acrylites, parabens, glycols, PEGs, artificial dyes, or synthetic fragrances that a lot of products, and unfortunately makeup products, tend to have. And I hope that people soon start looking into that, because that is becoming a problem in the cosmetics industry, and not a lot of people are talking about that, or even bringing some of the dangers and questionable ingredients that most cosmetics do have in them. But I'll digress and get into the primer itself. And this primer, I really like this because it kind of works for me as a moisturizer. It's an illuminating primer, base primer. So for me, it's having dry skin. I've noticed that illuminating products are better for me as opposed to the matte products that I've been gravitating towards a lot, because I don't really understand my skin type at the moment. Sometimes it's a little bit too dry or oily, but I've noticed that lately it has been more dry than usual. And this is a great product. It contains a little pump here, and I got this at Ulta for I think almost $40. Yes, a little bit pricey, but I was really intrigued about the natural philosophy that Juice Beauty tends to have. Now I use this, I first use my moisturizer that I'll be going into next, and then I use this over my moisturizer. Now if I'm having a day that I don't want to wear makeup, you put this over and it just gives me this beautiful nice glow that you don't even need to put makeup on. But if you are wearing makeup, this is definitely something that I've been loving. It tends to leave my face a little bit too illuminated, so I tend to set it with a little bit of powder just to offset that over oiliness that I may have throughout the day. But I really like it, and it's something new that I've been trying as far as primers are concerned. And as far as this one, I really like it. It has almost no scent, hasn't broken me out or anything. So I recommend it if it's something that you're looking into as far as primers and that aren't too highly congested with so many chemicals. And the last thing that I wanted to go over here that I will be doing a separate review on is this CV Skin Labs Calming Moisturizer here that I initially got at the start of the year. And this is quite pricey, let me tell you, because I have been dealing with some skin issues that is related to some neglect that I've been neglecting myself health wise, and I won't get into it in this video, but I hope to share down the line a little bit more and hopefully help some people. But as I continue my journey of self-healing, I'm coming into many different products that are really helpful to the skin. This is the CV Skin Labs. This is the full version that costs $50. Yes, it is very pricey, as I was mentioning, $50. But what stood out to me about this moisturizer among the others that I did try was that it felt like my skin. Now you guys, you really have to look into CV Skin Labs if you have eczema, psoriasis, or any sort of issues with your skin, be it you know, overly dry or even burns or anything like that, or even a chemotherapy related skin issues. This has been specifically formulated by a wonderful woman who did this in the memory of her father. And one of the things that stood out to me about her story and the website as well was that she said we don't necessarily have sensitive skin. What we have is reactive skin. And I know that's such a simple statement, but it just lit a light bulb inside of me, because yes, what my skin is not sensitive, or it's not just overly dry or acting up. It's just that my health is showing through my skin. So my skin is reacting not only to what is happening to me internally, but also to the products that I am incorporating to my skin. So when you have sensitive skin, you want to stay away from a lot of these chemicals. And this is 100% free of synthetic fragrances, dyes, parabens, formaldehyde, dioxin, phthalates, mineral oil, petroleum, silicone, propylene, glycol, acetyl. So many chemicals, I tell you. This stuff is free of that. So I hope that you can see that. If not, I highly recommend that you visit the website and that you look into this brand, and you will see how your skin will begin to heal. It can be used for the scalp and neck as well. So this is some potent stuff. I was able to get a sample for half the price on EDC website for $25. So I like to carry this with me when I am traveling or when I am under budget, because I cannot, you know, pay $50 for this every month, but this lasted me about 2 months. So worth the purchase, worth every penny. I'm going to definitely go get another one to keep with me, because it's something that has definitely changed and revolutionized my skin, and I can't wait to share with you. So that is all. Oh, one more thing, my little lamp salt that I have here. Wait, let me turn it on. This is my lamp salt that I've just been completely in love with, and it just changes the mood and ambiance to any type of day that I'm having when I turn it on. Salt lamps are great to help bring in negative ions into the atmosphere. It helps clear the air. So if you're asthmatic, you have sinus issues, sinus problems, or any sort of respiratory issue, this beautiful lamp salt will help you and also help the environment that you're in. So if you're having issues or looking for something to clear the air or clear the energy and vibe in your house, you want to definitely try and consider getting a beautiful, beautiful lamp salt that just sets the mood and the ambiance to any room. So that is pretty much it for my March favorites. I hope that you enjoyed and that you got something out of this video for you, not only to discover for yourself, but also maybe share with someone else that may need some of this information as far as wellness or health or anything else that is concerned as far as keeping yourself well. So again, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Make sure that you link down below and you do subscribe for more favorite videos, tutorials, and the like, as well as follow also my shop and also Instagram, Snapchat, and all those other places that you most likely can find me at. You will find it down below, as well as the blog that has all of my tutorials and also more information about the things and recipes that I do love. So thank you so much for joining me again today, and make sure that you have a wonderful day. Bye.